Hello, I'm at Château Lagrezette in Cahors in southwest France.
Alain-Dominique Perrin is the man who tipped our taste towards luxury. Credited with transforming Cartier into a global brand, he's hugely well known in his native France. Rugby player, art aficionado and A-list celebrity mate, he's known famed consultant winemaker Michel Rolland since the 70s. He fell for the ruined Château Lagrezette in 79 and bought it in 80, utterly ignorant of the attached plantation rights it had for Cahors. Rolland and Perrin have worked together ever since, undertaking a gigantic amount of rebuilding and restoration. Initial efforts were principally focused on replanting vineyards, and this has meant a 12-year mega spend on restoring the house alone and untold millions on new gravity-fed cellars and a winery, not to mention additional vineyards.
And where I'm standing now is just in front of the castle, and this is the home vineyard. There's around 60 hectares of vines here. But there are also vines owned by Lagrezette in two other parts of the region. The result is a really interesting set of wines, expressing the different personalities of Malbec and also some quite extraordinary expressions of Viognier too, from the vineyards at Rocamadour. Where are we?
We are in Landièche, close to Puy-l'Évêque, the heart of Malbec. This is a place where we grow Paragon and Cuvée Marguerite. This is a land of claystone and clay and limestone, and this is very typical because here we have a microclimate, so no frost, only always very good quality of grapes.
And how many vintages have you done here now?
The 15th.
15?
Yeah. I arrived in 2007, so...
Where did you come from?
I'm from Bordeaux.
Bordeaux?
Yeah.
Okay.
And before, I work a lot in the Medoc, and before arriving here, I worked for Moet & One Estate, flying winemaker between Cap-Mentel, Cloudy Bay, and Newton Vineyard in California.
Right. Very cool.
Yeah. So,
And you like Malbec?
I hope. No. It's very interesting grapes. Very interesting. Because it's, for me, it's very generous grapes. So it can give a lot of tannins, a lot of color, but you can make very muscle wine and very tannic wine. So it's not that the aim of the winery, but also when it's very ripe, you can make some very fine and elegant wine. Still strong, full-bodied wine, but very fine and elegant.
Yeah. Do you have some involvement still with Monsieur Rolland?
Yes. Yeah.
And is that mainly the blending stage, or does he come along in vintage?
Oh, it's mostly for the blending, yeah. And it's white hands, white arm come mostly about 10 times per year, just to follow the vineyard and during the vintage, the vineyard harvest, make some stuff with us. The name is Mr. Facorelis. So it's, but yeah, Michel Rolland still coming once or twice a year, depends. We pick the grape when it's ripe, not overripe, and you will see during the visit that the winery was built in 1992 and rebuilt in 2011, and we changed a little bit the process, especially to fill the tank, and we don't work anymore with pump over, just by plunging. So it's very gentle with the grapes, and filling the tank by gravity, you will have all the potential in the grapes. Don't release already the bad tannins in the wine, and you can manage very well the extraction by plunging. To fill the beans, and we use this kind of beans to fill the tank directly by gravity. So just to roll it here. And the parent, the bean go downstairs. And we got a big platform just to roll it, choose a thing, open the valve, and we wait for the irritating. It was one big change. But we rebuilt the winery in 2011.
Tu as la petite marguerite ou pas? La petite marguerite ou pas?
La fleur marguerite.
La fleur marguerite, ah oui, elle est là-bas.
Ah, le cheval.
The gold wine. Chevalier is the second wine of the winery. Masso, so it's a particular.
Yeah, we tried that.
Yeah?
Yeah, we really, yeah.
Perfumier's wine.
Yes.
Yes.
I put it behind my ears. It is so aromatic. It's actually very beautiful.
Really?
3 vintage of Château Lagrezette, and after Cuvée Marguerite, Damoneur, Aragon, Joli.